Hi, this is Vicki with the Paper Connection. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I wanted to bring you this cute little card today. This is actually the second video that I'm doing this week because I'm featuring another image from this stamp set. Let me show you. This is called Fable Friends, and I brought you a card this past week, which was this one. But the stamp set is just so versatile that I wanted to just show you a little bit more about it. You can make a card for baby. It says darling baby. It has glad we're friends. It's got the little baby ducks. Just really cute stamp set. It could be used for birthdays for kids or for Easter or whatever. And I just wanted to show it to you. It does come from the Occasions catalog. And if you do not have a demonstrator and you would like to receive a catalog, please let me know. I'll send you the current annual catalog as well as the occasions, and I would love to be your demonstrator. But I do want to share with you this cute little card, so let's get started. We're going to make this cute little bunny, and we're going to make it an Easter card, and we're making it from Fable Friends. We used this just this past week to make a card with the duck, goose, I'm not sure, but it's a cute one. And I've already cut out everything that is needed for the card. I even went ahead and with the crumb cake that I used, I embossed it with this embossing folder. And it's really neat how it works. You just put your paper in here, close it up, and then you run it through your Big Shot. And your paper will then come out with a beautiful texture to it. I have several embossing folders, and it's just amazing what it will do to a card and how beautiful it'll make a card look. It just really makes a difference. All right, so let's get started. We'll put that over there. We're going to go ahead and fold our card. It is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I will have all of the dimensions in my description. I have 2 pieces of white. One is going to go on the inside. It's smaller, so I'll just put it right there. The other one is going to go on the outside, and then we're going to put the embossing folder crumb cake on top of that, along with the gingham check. And I pre-cut ovals. I've got one that is scalloped and one that has a round edge, and I did that with my Big Shot and the layering oval dies. They're fantastic. So let's get our stamping done. I'm going to go ahead, I'll just bring in my dirty piece of scrap paper here. And we're going to use our bunny and Memento Black ink. So let's go ahead and stamp that cute little guy up. I'm going to stamp now. Okay, it looks like I need to just pat it a little bit more. I think I probably need to re-ink my pad. But we're going to place our little bunny right about there. Put a little bit of pressure on it, and then we'll lift it up. And yes, that's a nice little image. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to color our little fella. And we're going to be using the light and dark Highland Heather and the light and dark crumb cake. I think that's what it is. Yep, crumb cake. All right, so I'll go ahead. I think I'm going to do its ears first, and this is Flirty Flamingo. I'm using this only because I didn't have a marker. You know what? I think I used a lighter color on the other one, but it's all right. He's going to have some bright ears. But he's still going to be adorable. All right, so I'm going to use my darker color first. I'm going to use the fine point, and I'm going to outline, and then I'll fill it in with a lighter color. And using the darker color and then taking the lighter color, you'll take it and kind of blend those darker colors in. Okay, I also forgot that I was going to use yellow for the buttons. This is Daffodil Delight. So just fill that in. And now I'm going to do his little cardigan. Okay. Perfectionist that I am, I noticed that I got out of line just a little bit right here, so I'm going to use my color lifter. Just go along right there. See if we can lift that color out of the line just a little bit. Looks like I got some right there too. This is a great tool. So now we're going to do a little gluing. So I'm going to bring in my silicone mat and bring back this other piece and get my Tombow. You see how it bleeds through on the other side? That's because the blends are actually mixed with alcohol so that they dry quickly, but you do want to have something under it whenever you're using it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put our card together. When you're using anything that has been put through a embossing folder, it's really good to use glue and to not be too sparing with it because of all the texture. You want to make sure that it stays put. There we go. And I love Tombow because if you don't get it exactly where you want it to be, you've got a little leeway so that you can just scooch it over just a little bit. Let's see. I think I'm going to use the large gingham this time. Yeah, I'll use the large. And put it right about here. There we go. So there's a little bit of the crumb cake showing on each side. Then I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. Use my Take Your Pick tool. That's a neat trick, isn't it? I figured that out about using your point to lift those little things right off. It makes it so much easier. You know what? I forgot to put the greenery under his little feet, so I'm going to have to carefully do that. I've got old olive and these little sprigs, so we're just going to put a few little sprigs under his feet down here. There we go. And I do a couple of stamps without restamping, and that way it just looks like it's got dimension and stuff to it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create our banner. So I'm pulling out my Highland Heather, scrap of paper, and my Easter greeting stamp. We're just going to stamp it right there. Now, I forget the name of this punch. I'll have it listed. But this is a really nice angular punch. I'm going to punch that out in the white, Whisper White. And then I have Highland Heather. I'm going to punch out 2 pieces of it. There's a couple ways that you can do this. I'm going to do it a little bit differently than what I would normally do. I would normally cut it down the middle and then put one here and then put one there, but there would be a gap. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one each direction. So we'll go like this with one, and we're going to go like this with the other. And that way we can have it surrounding on all sides. Okay? I think I might put these on first. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue here. Flip it over. And we're going to have just a little bit of it showing. About that much showing on each side. Go ahead and put this on the other side. have about the same amount. This is what I was referring to. Normally I would cut it in half, but it's going to look kind of funny if I do that. Then what I'll do is I will add glue on this side. Let me get my fingering right. And then we'll add it. Not liking it like that. So okay, so basically what I've done with the first piece, I cut it in half. I made a mess of it because I tried to do it with cutting it half and doing it this way, doing the halves on this side first, and I just didn't like the way it looked. So we're going to regroup. So we're just going to go ahead and put this on here like this. And I can leave it like that and that looks great. But if you want it to go all the way around like it looks in this picture, then what you do is you cut another one in half. And I'm starting with a fresh one because you didn't see it. I took it off camera, but I made a mess. So then what you do is you just take it like this and you line it up. Just like that. Thank goodness for Tombow, that it's so forgiving. See, that moved already. I gotta wiggle it back in place. Y'all, if I can do this, anybody can. As witness right here, you are witnessing right here. What a mess. Okay, anyway, I still think it's going to be cute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. And we're going to put her right here. I'll just do that little trick again. Alright, so basically what you do is you just kind of prick the paper at an angle, prick it, like that. And they come off on the end. It's a lot faster than peeling them off by hand. And then we're just going to put this down here. The last thing we're going to do is I have a punch that's from the Itty Bitty punch set. I'm going to use my scrap paper. I'm going to punch a flower. And I'll use my glue dot. Like that. And I'm going to rough up the edges just a little bit because I want it to kind of stand up a little bit. Place it right there. And then I'm going to use one of these little dots, gold dots, and place in the middle. I'm not going to put a sentiment on the inside, but what I thought I would do is to just put the upper half of the bunny on the inside. I thought that would be really cute. Isn't he so cute? I love that little guy. My grandchildren in Georgia had bunnies, and they would show them at the state fair, and oh, they're just so cuddly. Just love, love, love them. Isn't that a cute card? Well, thank you all for joining me today and listening to my ramblings and watching my mistakes and all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you would like to see more videos, just click subscribe, and you can click the little bell and you'll get notification of when videos are coming out. So if you have any questions or if you'd like to get in touch with me, please feel free. Thank you so much and have a great day.